So, before we get into today's video, I want to thank a very, very cool fan that did something very special for us, and I feel a little stupid, I can't lie. I lost his contact information, but he painted this incredible mural of a Lamborghini Miura for us, which we will hang in our shop, and thank you again. You did an absolute incredible job, and it's very embarrassing that I lost your contact. So reach out to us. There'll be an email in the lower section of this, and thank you again. We really love all of our fans from around the world, and this means so much to us. And then, before we get into today's video, I want you guys, do not forget to subscribe. We have a very, very special video coming next week. We discovered a Countach that had been sitting in a barn for like 20, 30 years, covered in dust. It hadn't run. And Albert and Vinny from our team went up north. We teamed up with Larry from Ammo NYC, and he basically pulled this car out and is detailing it and preparing it. First time it's seen light, first time it's seen anything in a very long time. So we're gonna have a very, very cool video next week. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And next weekend, if you're in Miami or you wanna make it to Miami, we're hosting the Miami Concours. Over 100 of the world's greatest cars. Let's basically all the best of the best post-war cars, everything from 300 SL Gullwing, Ferrari 275, Lamborghini Miura, Bugatti Divo, Pagani Huayras, much, much more. Free admission. It's going to be an awesome event on the red carpet. And we have a huge surprise, actually. Mr. Jim Glickenhaus will be joining us in Miami, and he's going to be sharing not one, not two, but probably 5 cars. Some really special cars will be on display. So join us in Miami Design District next Sunday. Basically opens up at 11 a.m. So we'll see you there. And now, let's jump into today. We have, and I don't even know, like, probably some of the best inventory incoming and some of the best inventory that just arrived to Miami. So I thought today is a perfect time to share it with you guys. We have a Diablo GT on the way. We have another F40 on the way. We have 2 incredible delivery mileage Lamborghinis that will be joining us as well. But sitting with us here today, 1999 Diablo SV. And if you don't know much about 1999 Diablo SVs, these were the last SVs produced. Very rare cars, less than 30 produced for the US. Imagine all the Diablos we've owned, we've never actually owned a 99 SV. What makes this car so special is it's one of the lowest mileage. The color's spectacular. It doesn't really need too much looking around it. We've got to change the tires. They're horrible. We need Pirelli OEM spec P0 tires. Black interior, yellow piping. Interior's in very, very nice condition. It's a low mileage car. I think it's like 8 or 9,000 miles. But what makes this car so special is when it was new, it was delivered to the one of the greatest drivers of all time, Mr. Mario Andretti. And we have some great photos of him with the car and et cetera, et cetera. And he later sold it when he bought a Diablo 6.0. So Mr. Andretti was a huge Lamborghini fan. He had 3 Countaches. I believe he had another couple, 1, 2, 3 Diablos in total. And then later he had an LP640, and I believe he also had a Murcielago manual. So, but very, very special car. We actually discovered this car with a good friend of ours, Leo, in Germany. It was exported from the US for many years. So this car, having it here, it's history, low mileage, and a 99 SV. A lot of little differences between the 90s, basically call it 97, 98 cars, and the 99. There's no hood latches here. The wings were all color-coded, painted to the body. The interior were a little more plush. They were more like a 6.0, so it didn't have all the raw carbon fiber and stuff like that. But very, very cool car. And the 99 cars also had the open headlights. Sitting here, another SV example. This car basically needs nothing. I would say maybe a detail, but this is one of the best, the lowest mileage Murcielago SV left in North America today. 609 original miles. I chased this car for a long time. It's sort of a cool story. It stayed local. It was a one-owner car. And no one really knew this car existed. It had never really been shown. And then one day it shows up at Miami Concours on display, our own event, and I was shocked to see it. Very cool car. Narrow on narrow, yellow accents in the interior, yellow graphics, yellow calipers, which was an option. So really, really stunning car and really irreplaceable. I mean, for us to ever duplicate this car again would be impossible. So honored to have it here with the 99 SV, two of the best SV examples I know of. Very, very cool. And then another unicorn, and to have these two Murcielagos in the same room at the same time is pretty insane. This is one of 9 LP640 manual Roadster made for the US market. This car was ordered by the original owner through Lamborghini Palm Beach, and he spec'd it with all these crazy options: carbon interior, red Alcantara seat inserts, black Alcantara door inserts with red stitching, Cusantera. It just doesn't really get cooler than this. Grigio on terrace outside, factory black wheels, factory red calipers. Very, very cool spec. This car is stunning in person. Low mileage car as well. I think it's like 6,000 miles and super rare. This is a unicorn. The second owner purchased this car years ago. I think he paid nothing. He paid like $250,000 or $300,000. And basically the car disappeared. It was off the map. He actually reached out to us about a year ago, and we'd been back and forth negotiating, and it's really exciting to have it here. A piece of history, and definitely irreplaceable. One of 9 of the last Roadster Murcielago manuals produced. And then here, very, very, very pretty car. Not the most rare Murcielago. 2002, they were all manual, and 2003, all manual. But this has a great history. It's blue Hera. If you look at the interior, it's absolutely stunning. It's like a white cream color with blue, dark blue Alcantara. And, you know, we didn't realize when we first bought this car who the original owner was. And now when you look at this color, which was a rare option, we realized it was for Mr. Emmitt Smith, one of the greatest football players of our time. I'm not a huge sports guy, but as a kid, I loved Emmitt Smith. Dallas Cowboys, they were, I mean, Super Bowl champions many times. And this was actually a gift from his wife when he passed the NFL rushing record. And Barton from our team discovered that after we bought the car. So a very cool history. It's got a pending sale. This didn't last long. Everyone loved the color. Blue Hera is actually more rare on these early Murcielago cars. A lot were just like sort of the more basic colors. The wheels are currently wrong. We're actually going to put the original wheels, but these are pretty rare. These are the 40th anniversary Murcielago graphite wheels. Someone had put these on at some point, and the calipers will be changing as well, back to the original color. Someone had painted these red, but really nice car, 5,000 miles. I mean, this car is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This color combination works so well. And then behind us here, I've said this so many times in videos. I've told you guys the 550 Barchetta is the most undervalued, one of the most undervalued modern supercars. And I just think this car is so cool. It is sexy. It is a gentleman's car, numbered car, one of 448 for the world. These are a manual V12 front engine, open roof, open top Ferrari supercar. Guys, these have been trading between 300, 400, 500,000. I think we sold a 100-mile car a few years ago, and that even seemed like a deal. It doesn't get much better than this car. We are going to take you guys for a drive in this car. This recently sold, stunning, stunning car, and I just think these are so cool. This sort of embodies the 60s and 70s spirit of Ferrari in a modern shell, and these cars are fast, they're comfortable. So we're going to take you for a drive and inside this car in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. But love this car, and this just came in. And then looking around the showroom, Orange 6.0 just came in, and that sold. And really, a few other interesting additions that will be joining us, but I want to show you guys something very special in the back. So before I show you guys this very special Countach in the back, car that will be going to auction very soon, I can't retail these cars. These cars sell so well at auction, but I love these cars. We don't buy enough of them just because I think there's you know, so many for sale at any given point. They did produce a lot, but they're just so damn good. The 05, 06 Ford GT, that's a rare car, striped elite car. It has like 100 or 200 miles. So super cool, and it looks so good in silver with no stripe. And what I love about those cars is they're always gonna work, they're always gonna run, they're fast, they're comfortable, they do everything right. And they're almost like, it's almost like a commodity. The market's always the same, it goes up a little bit, but very, very cool car. And this. So this was essentially my favorite color as a young guy, as a kid. My favorite color on a Countach was blue Acapulco. And my dad used to service a 5000S in this exact same color. And I remember when I would see the car, I just would fall in love. It's classy, it's gorgeous, it's elegant. And this factory Lamborghini color has a ton of metallic. This is not just any Countach, this is actually a Countach downdraft, a European car. We got to do a ton of little things to it, but I had to share it with you guys. I think this, blue Tahiti and this color just works so well on this car. And look at that interior, stunning original tan leather interior. It just works on a Countach. So very excited to be finishing this car. We got to do tires, a ton of little details around, and our good friend Pete is doing a full paint correction on this. So very cool car. Stay tuned, guys. We have a ton of more great content coming. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And thank you guys again.